Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Star Traders Frontiers. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 17. We have this system here, and it's been a hot minute since I have last played this particular series. As some of you probably are seeing, the Battletech series winding down on the channel. That has been the thing that I've been spending the most work on. But let's take a look at Survey Tour. 2 years away in 49 weeks, 3 jumps for a total orchestrated shortage, which I'm not too concerned about. So this, can we patrol in this system and kind of fix this? Let's see if we can. Marauding pirate. So if it's a pirate from, if it's not one of these card ones and it's a marauding pirate here, will it still give me rep for dealing with it? It's a good question. Not going to matter because we're going to get strike blow in a conflict. So we lost 3 with Syndicate Reichart. Negative plague trait. Yes, the plague is still going on and we need to go try to assist that. Learned a new rumor. I think Crimson Pox Plague. I was going to check and see if there was a way to look at the score because I was I'm pretty certain there's a way to check the score, but I can't remember where it is. So I'm not going to worry about that since I don't see the numbers on here. Crimson Pox Outbreak. There's a bunch of outbreaks and outbreaks and outbreaks and outbreaks, so we can go try to make some money doing that. We have 70 cargo. What's in our cargo? A merchant ship. Let's check our cargo real quick. What do we have? Oh, a bunch of permanent. We got some Terox stuff, a bunch of medicines. Okay. Yeah, so let's keep hammering away at this. We got minus 17 rep now. Recover and refuel ship. That's nice. Powerful and unexpected ship. Let's replace that with a pirate rep one, which is the first one to go. Ride too late to help a ship. Unexpected ship. Let's do... that could be bad if we get negative trait, plague trait, but here we go. House Thulin. So we get protected by trade permit. That's the best option. Minus 12 here. And we face another pirate. Can bribe them to get out of that mess. Minus 8. I'd like to get these guys in positive faction. Unexpected ship with Java, which is great. They're friends. Negative plague trait, so let's replace that one. Here we go. So it's Marauding Pirate. We're at minus 8. We gain 6 rep with Steel Song for doing that. So that's cool. Let's just skip off the void, shall we? We're at minus 2. Oh, I want that though. Varied results. Let's swap that out with the pirate thing. Hey, that's nice. Plus 12. We get the max. That's cool. We're going to orbit. Paracrew, repair our item. Paracrew again. Orbit. Who do we have left here? Oh, this person. Oh, and so here's something we're going to do in an upcoming episode. It might not be this one, but I will talk about this in a little bit. Let's see. Which one do I want? These are fun. After successful boarding, clever sabotage disables the best enemy weapon, causing 80% damage. That's really nice. After successful boarding, deadly devices brought from the shuttle and hidden in the ship surprise, maim, and kill. Plus 20 component damage per turn, plus 20 morale damage per turn, plus 20 crew damage per turn for the next 4 turns. That's awesome. After successful boarding, attack carriers, hangars, and bays damages all landed craft up to 20% plus pilot skill of their max hull. Inability to launch craft for the next 3 turns. That's fantastic. And Breacher's Assault, which is also kind of the same thing. Launch. Oh, no, that's different. Launch your shuttle plat. I don't care about that. There are some nice ones here, like this one. This knocks the target back a slot. Yeah, I mean, we can get by with everything that we have right now. I'd kind of like to have some of these extra ones. I'd kind of like to have some of these. This is hangar bays. I'd like to get that one. It's having tools to deal with enemy craft is kind of important. But here's the one thing I wanted to talk about. I had mentioned in my tutorial that I've had 0 luck getting good combat crew members with good stats using any of the buffs that allow you to recruit and get big numbers. But somebody in the comments, and I'm sorry, I apologize for not knowing whose name it was. Take it back. I went and looked. It was a person by the name of Cadaver who said they rolled and they got, they recruited somebody and they used Discerning Glance, I think it was, and they got like a 29 strength and a 30 charisma and a 25 quickness, and they just had really high scores here. Now, I have no idea what their initiative range is, but since it's kind of based on these numbers, and I have no idea what the hit points are like, but I would like to do this. So we're going to go hire a commander somewhere, because commanders have access to that and our captain doesn't have that. And zealots don't have access to it either, I don't think. They might. Let's go see. Let's take a look at a zealot and see what kind of talents they have access to. Show us all talents. What do they have? It should be an early one. Landing in the zone, highest level crew member to leave. Yeah, we don't care about that. Fanatical siege. Nope, nope, nope. Summary execution. No. So they don't have anything like that. So we need to go get a commander, basically. Now, the other question is, does a military officer have access to it? Because he has military officer. And his military officer is going to be this symbol right here. Hostile military officer, military commanding sweep, damning aim. Controlling the system, military tribunal. Yeah, I don't see one there for him either. So I think commander might be the only one that has it. So we'll go look for that. In the meantime, we'll do this. This is spying. So let's remove that. Of course, we're going to get the hostile military patrol. But we're friends. Ship report. We can just get out of here. Don't hit me. I'm leaving. He's got our starter ship. So what I do want to do is get a commander and get Discerning Glance and go try my hand again at recruiting some people. Like I said, I've never had much luck doing it. But I'm completely willing to give it another shot if it actually works. Hostile military patrol. Don't like that. Let's get Skim instead. Okay, mission success. Kiwick had the basic right, Captain. The comms relay she identified are hanging in orbit and mostly inactive. We will have to be very careful from here, but we have infiltrated the relay. Tread lightly. So we have to do another spying mission here. Okay. Negative. Plague trait. Well, I don't think so. I'd rather not have that. Hopefully that goes away. Good. Strike a blow in a conflict. That helps. Minus Steel Song Rep. Don't take that. %, success, and there it is. We've got something, Captain. Alright. Felix. The codes with Felix. So Someone is selling very expensive tech secrets, and soon. The decrypted message will lead back to a Kadar system and the originating comms relay. With the codes that Felix gave us still working, we have a limited shot to learn more. Well then. And we lose 5 rep with Steel Song, so we'll do a little bit more patrolling here. This is fun. You can use this and draw a whole new hand. And that helped because look, we had 4 cards here that are going to give us rep. So that was really nice. And then there's this. So 3 cards there that can give us rep. Oh, we get some more right there. That's nice. Now we're at plus 20. Fantastic. Okay. We're going to use our last pirate rep card and maybe get out of here with a little bit more faction. Just that. Oh, and there's that. 1 in 4 chance, but it disappeared. Okay, so we learn a rumor. Alright. That's good enough. And we're friendly with the Steel Song now, which is great. I'm going to take a look at all of our contacts. I don't know. Do we have people filtered? We do. We want to do somebody who has recruiting, and we want somebody who's going to recruit a commander. So, he has commander recruits. He's Felix. He's 2 jumps away. Great. I'm going to gold star him. Commander or bounty hunter recruits, but we don't have any reputation with her. And she doesn't buy intel. Maklum Nue, he has gun deck boss recruits, so he doesn't count. Engineer recruits. Engineer Blade Dancer. Commander recruits. Gold star him, but he's 2 jumps away and we don't have any faction with him. And he doesn't buy intel. Jobit. Commander recruits. Doesn't buy intel. 3 jumps away. Everybody else is really far away. So Felix, you'll get me a commander, will you? Okay. What this means is we'll have to swap out a zealot for it. We'll have to lose one of our zealots to get in. And I'm going to check, just out of curiosity, my own captain, who is a explorer, merchant, smuggler. I don't think he has any talents that could help in the recruiting effort. Yeah. Dumping random cargo. Smuggler captain. Accessing the black market. Don't care about that. Bootleg profits. Forged permit. Garbled identity. Okay. Slippery trader, insider trading, light fingers, under report bribe, black market, executing trade, unlawful royalty when executing a trade. I don't think the Explorer has one of those either, but it's worthwhile to check. Yep, so I don't see any of those. Okay. Well then. Yeah, so who has those? Just the commander? Probably. Somebody else might have it. I'd have to check what those recruiting talents are. For now, we know the commander will do it, so. A commander has the talent. Here we go. It's Kadar. They're at minus 35, so let's try and patrol. Let's get... Ooh. Okay. I was going to roll a whole new hand, but we had 3 cards here that help with reps, so... It's an indie! Oh, well, we have to fight you. And it's not a... carrier. So, I'm not nearly as... It's not necessary to use flash charge, I guess, is what I was going to say. Is if you're fighting a carrier, you want to get up on him as fast as possible so you can do a boarding. So you can do things like unleash that talent that we just took earlier. But here, it's not a problem. So let's do this. Start frying some people. I got one hit in there, but so let's just sit here at this distance, not move, and pummel first. That'll be fun. Kitty, what are you doing there? Oh, talented cat. It's hopping up here. It's hopping up on the desk. She won't be able to do that if I get a new desk. If and when I get a new, so get a gaming desk. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna move up, fry some more. I want a really nice gaming desk so that I can have a really nice dual monitor setup, because I really need a second monitor if I want to do more streaming, which is something I would like to do. I'm gonna double whammy these guys. Oh. Missing a little bit there though. So let's do the weapons and make sure we hit. Should have tore his shields now too. Oh, crippling hit knocks out their engines. We don't even have to fight. Nice. They got cargo. We'll take all their basic medicines. That's nice. Medical ward we don't need. Rough interrogation, we'll get that. Battle damage repair we don't need. Loot armor we don't need. Take fuel we do need. Destroy them because they're independent. We will orchestrated salvage for 48k. That's very nice. You guys should appreciate us taking care of those people for you. Explorer ship. Oh, and it's an Indy 2. Well, bye. If you're an independent, we gotta attack you. We need the intel. It's just the way it works. This game is one of those games that, like I was saying at the very beginning, it's certainly deep with all the different things that you have to learn, but at the same time, it's very relaxing to play. It's a game like BattleTech for me that I can sit down and just while away the time, and I don't have to overthink it. Because once you understand the systems and how they work, then it becomes very comfortable to play. Kind of like another game that I just finished, which was Horizon Zero Dawn. I really hope Horizon Forbidden West comes to the PC, because Zero Dawn was so much fun to play. I had a great time with that game. And I really just enjoyed the main game loop of traveling around and taking down machines and managing my loot. I love the whole idea of setting traps and then getting creatures to come into it. I don't think we can attack any more than this. Let's do this. We can't. We're gonna have to move if we want the intel. Let's start the boarding party now. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn was just a blast. I liked the world building. I liked the story. I thought it was a lot of fun. And it was just a really nice, relaxing game to play. Like, I never felt stressed out about it. Some games are so stressful that you never really can relax when you're playing them. But other games, you can very much relax. Let's kill you. Yeah, I dropped you. Oh. Cat, what are you doing? She just can't make up her mind. That eliminates his initiative, which is very nice. So, next turn, everybody gets to die here. The only time this game gets stressful at all is when you're fighting the Jaida. Wound one of their crew, please. I might be able to shoot it one more time there. But it's better to just take the whole crew down. Oh, the captain's here. Wow, look at that. Oh, he's gonna shoot right away, isn't he? Yeah. He's got a lot of hit points. But not anymore. Oh, he still has a lot of hit points. Wow. He's a tough captain. That's what your captain should be. Oh my goodness, his morale broke though. That's awesome. The rest of your crew's morale can break now. Oh. You're all getting stabby, aren't you? Alright, let's do this. Yeah, you're dead. Very nice, sister. Kill that one, and if not, she's gonna be stunned. That's fantastic. Okay, so I don't need to do anything because the captain died. So no sense wasting talent on that. Take the fuel. What do they have for cargo? Catavost plating. That looks very expensive. I'll loot that. Ore extractors. Those are also very expensive. I'm not going to take that grain. It's not worth a lot. Rough interrogation. That's the most important thing. Destroy. Salvage for 40k. Now we're at minus 31. Okay. Merchant ship. And they're friendly merchants, so we don't have to worry about that. Marauding pirate, yes. Powerful and unexpected ship. Well, not anymore. Unexpected ship. We're gonna retreat. Lost 6 rep with Ratchet. I should have bribed him first. I don't know what I was thinking there. I guess I wasn't thinking at all. It was kind of what was going on here. Okay. Oh, and we get the pirate rep there. And this is Steel Song. So we're going to bribe them so we can escape out of there without anything. Oh, 12 to 6 Kadar rep right there. That's what we want. Oh, rats. And we failed the test. Powerful and unexpected ship. Give me a pirate instead. Nope. We just get an unexpected ship. Oh, it's an independent though. Okay. Well then. Let's do a Twitch search. No, let's make sure it can't hit us. And then we'll Twitch our way up. He's trying to get out of there. It's like, man, this is no bueno. No bueno. And the Jaita are what's coming next. As soon as this Crimson Pox thing gets done, they're pretty much on the agenda. Oh, I'm not there yet? Okay, then I do want to Twitch search. I thought I was in 3. Yeah, that once the Jaida show up, that becomes that they're really hard to fight. So that's why I want to be able to do discerning glance, and I don't need to move forward. Let's do this then. Oh, I don't have any of those skills anymore. Okay, let's just board then. Don't have to board yet. Let's do a bunch of damage first. We just can't do extra radiation damage because we don't have those talents. We'll do that and take their shields down. And may not have any up close weapons, which makes it really nice for us. Because then we can just pummel them. Sometimes you'll find out that there are ships that don't have up close weapons. They only want to fight from far away. And it's really to your advantage to just get right up on them and keep pummeling them. And I think Hunter Zerod is actually one of those. I think the first or second time you meet him, maybe both times, he has not enough. He has no close-in weapons. So you're able to just twitch surge your way up and do a bunch of damage to him, and it works out really well in your favor. I think one more hit here, so we'll broadside angle him. And that's, again, if you're up close on somebody, you can use broadside angle without fear. You can see how much damage that did. We've got, let's see, I'm looking at this hole there, 465. Might be able to shoot him one more time, but I don't really want to take the chance, so I'd rather board now. Look at you guys. All damaged and stuff. Kapow. Boss, why don't you make him do that? Because that always looks real good. Same thing here. Take the shotgunner out, because those guys can do some damage. Oh, that was lovely. First turn. Kill. Let's go with... Let's go with that weapon locker. It's now 100% damage, so they should be using weapon source. I'm going to fire one more time. I don't have to do anything else. 252 crit. Ooh, that's nasty. Wow, there's some hurt people there. Okay, Doc. Reduces them by 2. That's why that's such a good opening move. Is that it reduces their initiative by 2. Doc, either one of these people can die. His morale is broken, which is brilliant. There you go, Kylo Ren. We'll do this. Oh, the Void Engine. I forgot to look. Darn it. Oh, that was it. That's all we needed. Could have cut this engagement short. Oh, I should really learn to look at that better. Oh, but here's the captain. So it'll still be up. Down you go. Down goes the captain. Down goes that guy. I didn't need to press that a second time, but oh well. Oh, that works. Enemy captain has suffered a fatal wound, and everybody else on the ship said, "Whoa, that sucks." Luxury rations, nah. Rough interrogation. Don't need a medical ward. Just destroy and orchestrated salvages gives us 48k. Negative plague trait. Not gonna happen. Powerful and unexpected ship. Oh, we'll bribe them. They really don't like us. So that costs a little bit of money to do. Powerful and unexpected ship. Alright. Just an unexpected ship. They're friends though, so that's nice. Oh. Okay, 4 cards here can give us something positive. Strike a blow in a conflict. Now we're at minus 19, and there, as usual, there it is. The plus 6 to 12 shows up when I'm ready to stop doing patrolling. So then it always makes me hang around a little longer than I want to. Okay. Here we can at least grab some fuel And what we want to do is talk to Felix and say, oh, so I'm going to need to fire somebody first. Can Felix allow me to hire somebody? Recruit a new commander. Okay. In that case, let's go to our crew and we will get rid of a zealot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 zealots. And the reason we have so many zealots is we're trying to keep our command high. So let's go back there. Let's get rid of a zealot. The lowest level one is level 21, so you're gone. Sorry, buddy, I know. It's really nice having you around, but I need this commander over here. So recruit a commander as a crew. He's not going to have great attributes, but that's okay. Because we're going to end up with this person. So now, okay, let's do these people first. Jobs, swordsman, talents. What does she have? Oh, yeah, she's the mechanic, so she has things like rival patches. Okay, I'm not as concerned about that. Rush of courage in case you need to advance a slot. And that buffs, so it's really good against the Xenos. He's our sniper. We should just be pouring the rest of the points here into soldier. What other good ones does he have? Backline leader, which we still haven't used. Unseen fear. Hits 2 targets and pins a target and causes -2 initiative. That's nice. -25 range defense for 2 turns in addition to morale loss. That is pretty sweet. But backline leader gives us an extra buff against the Jaida. So here's our commander. First thing we have to do is get him the right uniform. That is not it. There's a really good uniform in here to use for commanders. That one right there. It says commander, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a look at his talents. Discerning glance. When recruiting, new crew member gains improved attributes and you discover one of their hidden traits. All right, let's take it and use it and let's see how that works. Loyalty rousing. Rallying aura. Let's see what else we have here. Powerful words. Yeah, that ends a mutiny. Buffs friendly craft, which we don't have. That's combat, which we're not going to use. Buffs the ship with +20 defense for next 3 turns. Purges your ship's crew of crippling effects and restores command skill worth of morale. That's a good one to have. And this one also restores morale after a battle is over, which is also good against the Xenos. And fail a command test. We have somebody with that. It doesn't show up a lot. I'm going to take this one because this is good to have after the Jaida fights. So he's there and we're going to use that. Now what we want to do, other than survey tour, which we're 4 jumps away from. So before we exit, what we're going to do is look for rumors, mercenaries at landing zone Ilgard Temple. All specialist recruits offered by contacts in the zone gain a +2 bonus to levels. Soldiers, pistoliers, and swordsmen are always available for recruit in Spice Hall regardless of the zone, and the gathering of soldiers of fortune also attracts shock troopers and bodyguards who are recruitable in the Spice Hall. So it's possible we could get some somebody nice there. Let's see, that's 5 jumps. Where is that located at? Oh my gosh, it's way up in the Serm sector. Holy cow. Okay, well, we want to go there, but first thing we're going to do, where's this? This is at Dagon's Run. Let's go do this because we only have 2 years left on it. And I'm a little concerned. That rumor might go away before we can get there. Maybe a different one will pop up. Also, I do need to look at the ship. How are we configured? Oh yeah, we're pretty much done, aren't we? The only thing we have to change is this. What is this? This is +31. We don't have... Yeah, methane fuel though. We can get rid of this. This was free. I have no problem getting rid of that, but I'd like to get a better price. Oh, it's for 13. It's 156 bucks. Forget about that. The rest of this is permit restricted, so... Let's see. Oh, and there's an independent world over here where we may be able to sell some stuff. sell cargo. Illegal. Catavas plating's illegal. Luxury rations are illegal. They want to go in a pop or a Lux pop, though. Or extractors. Legal with permit. That 8 trade law. Full trader rank 3. We can sell them here. Okay. I'm just going to sell them to get them out of there. Same thing with these. Remember, these are all free things. I'm going to go down here and check this up. I don't think we can sell Xeno artifacts here. I think we've been here before and they said no. Yeah, they're illegal. But you can sell this Catavas plating at a C+, so that's nice. That was 13k. And the medicines will save for people who are having Crimson Pox stuff going on. You want to land in one of those zones. This is a good time. Oh yeah, and this is Syndicate Reichard space. Let's try to do a little bit of patrolling. What are we at? We're at minus 83, really. Oh boy, all of those were just really bad, weren't they? We went from drawing one bad hand to another. This might be one of those times where... Yeah, I'm going to skip off the void for now. Okay, this is not too bad. This might be one of those times where I might just seek out a pardon. It's late in the game. We have our ship configured the way we want it to. And we have money, so it might be easier to just do that. Oh, I'd like to have those recover fuel ones, though. One of those. Oh, of course, the ones that I want. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go find this. There is a independent world here. We're high-tech industrial. We can everything's legal here. So we can sell our Terra Rocks Xeno artifacts. For 44k. That's nice. So Syndicate Reichard. Before we go anywhere, let's check for them. Not recruiting. Let's go to Syndicate Reichard, and then you can look for, I think down here there's somebody. Pardon. Who sells a pardon? This person does. 7 jumps away. Put a gold star on them. They buy intel. Where are they at? They're on their way to the CERM sector, so that's fine. So we'll go do this mission that's 1 jump away, and then we'll go get a pardon, and then we'll go recruit somebody. We'll go see what we can get for a recruit. We have plenty of positions that we can lose, because you can see on our ship we're at plus 500 for gunnery, plus 200 for electronics, plus 405 for navigation. We can easily lose a navigator in favor of getting ourselves another combat person. But first, we'll go do this and fight this guy. Let's go fry him. Twitch ourselves up there. He's gonna fire at us, and that's not going to help him. Did we go to 4 or 5? We got all the way up to range 3. Yay. So let's turn that on. Oh yeah. Bury him. So we'll stay at range 2 for a little bit and fire away. Give him some punishment. He's got something going on there. He's got a weapon, but only the one. Yeah, just that one weapon up close. Tempted to try to broadside him, but let's do this again. A little more frying. If you're a cook, you gotta know how to fry something at some point in time. As Gordon Ramsay would say, hot pan. It's always what you start with, is a hot pan. I love watching Gordon cook. I love just the way he loves food so much. I mean, it's sad that Fox, of course, Fox, has trying to turn him into some kind of crazy lunatic villain, you know, just because he curses a lot. And my sister and I were having this conversation a little while ago because she watches some of Gordon's shows. She watches his hotel renovation one. And I told her that the one you gotta watch is his British version of Kitchen Nightmares, not the Americanized one, because they really make him seem like a lunatic. You gotta watch the British one, and you gotta watch the F Word too, which is also a British show of his, because that's when you really get to see his love and passion of food come out. And to me, it's just neat. He's so knowledgeable and he cares so much, and he makes great food. I would love to eat at one of his restaurants sometime. That would be fantastic. One of the things I always wanted was, I really always wanted Gordon Ramsay to show up at my wife's restaurant when she had it, because he would have been so happy. My wife is maybe the cleanest person in the world and runs the cleanest restaurant you've ever seen. But also she, of course, made everything from scratch. Baked her own bread from scratch, rolled her own dough for pizzas, made the pizza dough from scratch, you know, used fresh ingredients on everything, and never put too many ingredients on one food ever, which was always a big thing with Gordon. I remember watching Kitchen Nightmares, and he'd go in there and you'd see these people with these dishes that had like 27 different flavors in them, and he'd be like, this is too much, this is ridiculous, what are you trying to do here? So I was just always thinking Gordon would have been so happy to come to my wife's restaurant and sit down and have one of her sandwiches and some of her soup that she made from scratch every single day, that was always vegetarian, because she knew that catering to that market was also a really smart idea. So anytime people would show up and say, well, what's the soup, and is there meat in it, and she'd be like, it's always vegetarian. She would make the coolest things, like lentil chili, and she made the single best tomato bisque I've ever had. And she also made this mushroom barley soup that was just phenomenal. And the cool thing was, like, the mushroom barley and the lentil chili were made with lentil and barley from right here where we live, because we live on the Palouse, right here next to WSU and the University of Idaho, and there are nothing but hills full of wheat and barley and lentils. And so she knew the local farmers, and they'd bring her the food, and they'd bring her bags of lentils and bags of barley and all that kind of stuff. So it was literally like right here. And I think Gordon would have found that just incredibly cool. He would have went gaga over that whole thing. And also, just, I mean, you know, when you watch Kitchen Nightmares, he shows up, and the first thing he does is, like, he orders food, but the first thing he does when he goes to the back of the kitchen is he goes into the walk-in freezer, and there's always disgusting stuff in there. You know, anytime a restaurant is failing, I mean, that's like, they're gonna have some things in common, and the things in common they have is they're not clean, and they leave a lot of rotting food laying around and stuff like that, and it's disgusting. And my wife's kitchen was just like the cleanest thing in the world, and she was always that way with it. And I was always really proud of the way she ran that place, because yes, it was clean, and it looked, and the decor was nice, and everything was great that way, but then the food was brilliant, which, you know, you have to be if you're going to be in a restaurant. I mean, you can have as clean of a restaurant as you want, but if the food isn't great, then nobody cares. And her food was brilliant. So sad that we still don't have the restaurant. There goes the Void engine, so it's over. Kind of wish that I'd figure out a way to start another one, but it doesn't look like that's going to ever happen. Destroy Orchestrated Salvage for 48K. So, yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Love that guy. And of course, he was super, super hilarious on the first time he was ever on Hot Ones. And if you're unfamiliar with Hot Ones, I would encourage you to watch that show on YouTube. It's absolutely fabulous. I love the people that he gets on there, and I love how Sean has grown that show into something really fantastic. Okay, so remove a risk card. If we're gonna have to fight pirates, we want something as a result of it. So, and if we're gonna have to fight Xenos, we don't want to. Weeks lost. We lost 3 weeks there. Pirate combat. Don't think I want to do it. And that's why I was saying at the very, very beginning, just having all of these cards allows you to deal with that. And we can grab those. It allows you to do exploration and have it not suck. Doctor talents. What other doctor talents? Bio poison slugs. It's actually kind of nice. Vaccination watch is another nice buff for your crew. After successful boarding, release a deadly bioagent on enemy's ventilation, plus 10 morale damage per turn, plus 25 crew damage per turn for the next 4 turns. That's what I want. I want all these things that we can do after we're boarding, because it's going to be one of those necessary things. Okay, so orchestrated storage. We're done with that mission. So we want to go find this guy right here, and we're going to navigate up to him. He is going to save us. We're going to get a pardon from him from Reichart, because I think it's going to be too much work to do minus 83 points. I mean, we can do it, but I don't want to have to if we can do it the easy way. And since that rumor showed the recruiting was going to take way up there in the Cathurian Maelstrom. If it's still going. Mercenaries, yeah, 9 jumps away. So it's a long way off. Hopefully they'll still be there when we get there, and then we can try them out and see if we can get that to work. Because that's the problem is see, I don't make recommendations based on faulty logic. So my experience using Discerning Glance has been that it sucks because it hasn't worked for me. I haven't been able to get things like 29, 25, 30, 29 stats. I just haven't been able to get those. So if it works, that's fantastic and I want to use it, but I need to see it before I believe it. I'm not just going to take one person's word for it. I'm not going to take Cadaver's word for it. Yeah, way up here. So, and there's Serpent's Run, and we could sit in here and we could try and patrol this whole time. I don't know that. I don't know that it would work very well. I mean, I know that I've done it before. I remember being somewhere. Well, maybe how far down were we early in the game to Thulin here? Was it 100? I know I've been at negative 100 before and have sat and patrolled until I could get it above 0. So that has happened. Star Valley Fisher. Oh boy, this is okay. Tenebros Gambit. Well, the Gambit here is going to be what's on the other side of this thing. I'm not paying attention to. Okay, so he's right there. So all he can do is get you to 0. Etex. Debuffs launched enemy craft. Yeah, so all he can do is get you to 0, and then we'll have to patrol a little bit because you really want to be at plus 20. Smuggler. Acknowledge because they're friends. So we're going to sell this guy a bunch of intel. Hopefully we have a bunch of intel to sell. I haven't even checked. He's got a bunch of influence, which is great. We're going to sell him some intel records. Oh yes, we got a bunch. Expired conflict. Let's get rid of those first. Okay, expired conflict. He'd probably appreciate these. Those. That gets him to 12. When can I get a pardon? I can purchase a pardon for 235 credits. Minimum influence 20. What happens if I sell him some more intel records? Okay, now what? It's 217. It knocked the price down a little bit. So we purchased a pardon and we're at 0. Let's buy some water fuel, go into orbit and do some patrolling. And try to get this to like plus 22 or something like that. There we go. That helps. Clan Alta Mesa. We can bribe them. Syndicate Rytrat. The next thing to do here would be to go find someone who would sell us a trade permit. Marauding military ship. We'll bribe them too. Nothing too awful there. Linked rumors. Usually when linked rumors show up, I get them. Or plus 12. That's nice. Linked rumors. Oh, I'll take this one in the middle. Give me that one. Oh, I guess not. See, so linked rumors shut up and get that Xenofleet, Minerva's Ring, Artifact. Fine. I am looking forward to doing a salvage run with this. I've said that a few times, but I really am. I think it just could be really cool. Plus 20 is coming. Okay. That was not what I wanted to do. I played the wrong chord. Played the wrong card. There. Darn it. I didn't mean to roll a whole new hand. Yeah, I want plus 20 before I leave here. I think that would be ideal. Negative. Plague trait. Get rid of that. That didn't refuel my ship. That happens a lot. I really do need to make a video out of that. Send it to the Treese Brothers and tell them, hey, what's up with that? Because it doesn't refuel all the time. Sometimes it does, and it's really cool, and then sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's like, oh, we got 10 water fuel. Big deal. Marauding military ship. It was a pirate trap. Bribe. That. We'll take that. Yay. Okay, plus 26. And we get more. So let's burn our pirate reward one here. Now we got 4 cards that could help us. So we're guaranteed something that's going to help. That's cool. Alright, that's awesome. Now we're at plus. Okay, let's see if the rumors are still here. The rumors. Crimson Pock Outbreak. Heavy, there's Xenofleets. Artifact Find. Ion Storm. And the recruitment one is gone. Okay. Well, Artifact Find. Treasure hunters, adventurers, and smugglers flood into the quadrant. We are more likely to encounter them. Okay. Heightened illegal activity brings out the military. Smugglers are more likely to be traveling with valuable cargo hidden. Alright, so what I want to do here is look for... I bought my thing from him so I can turn him off. I don't need a pardon. I need somebody who sells me a trade permit. He's 5 jumps away, and she is also 5 jumps away in Far Fallen Rim. Okay. Well then, we're going to navigate to her. Actually, and this is what? This is Clan Alta Mesa. Let's try Clan Alta Mesa, who sells 14 AU. She buys scientific intel. He buys regular intel. And he sells trade permits up to rank 4. I'm trying to get as many trade permits here as I can so my life can get easier. And then we do need to find a way to go sell all these goods. So. Oh, wow. Chastened doctor. The treatment center here has doubled in size again. Research into the cure is accelerating. We have some basic serums we're putting in trials. You look concerned about something. It's been a long year, Captain. We are making progress, but we're uncovering scary truths about the Surgex tech. It is mutating at an alarming rate. We're constantly finding new strains in our patients. Isn't it funny how prescient the Treese brothers were with this story vignette, with this story arc in this game? Because this game came out before our pandemic, before COVID-19. Dr. Karen Goldburn and all of the Chastened Doctors will continue to offer us missions. Okay, so does she have a good mission? Seeking a cure. What is this? Ryan Edge and Le Ecume Pass. We'll accept that. We want to help with the plague score. But I don't want to do those. No passenger ones. She has trait conditioning, which is always really good. We lack the required 40 effective with her to do that. And she's got doctors. Nice. Discounted medical. Sell scientific intel. That's fine. What I wanted to do was go with this guy. Trade permits. Alright, let's sell him some intel records. Expired conflict. Get rid of those first. What's that get us? 24. Give me trade permits. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What's my minimum rep? Rep cost. Lack influence. We need 50. Oh, he needs 50 influence, so he can't do it yet. We'd have to help him with some kind of a mission. Vindictive. Work against. Oh, really? What's this? Spy chase. Kadrina Chaos. Okay. I don't really care. I got level 3, which is what I want, so. Can I sell some things here? Legal with permits. Yeah, but is there a world that we can go do something with? Crimson Pox, Plague, Xenofleet, Artifact Find, Outbreak. Where's the closest outbreak? Right here. 10 away. I'm going to sell all of these goods. Remember, I don't think we can do anything about this outbreak by selling these, but I do think that selling them nets us what? It just reps us rep. Okay. So, do we get anything for these units? Just that. And what's it say about the score? Every clinic and ward is begging. We'll gain reputation with local faction for selling 10 or more. That was unfortunate that we couldn't sell that. Landing in the zone may cause some of pox infected. Yeah. Just trying to see what the score was. But it doesn't really say, does it? It usually says. I guess we have to make an adjustment here. So, let's do this. We sell them 10 at a time. What's that do? And it just shows the rumor. That's interesting. Okay. I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep doing this. I want to see if it'll... Yeah, all it's going to do is... It's not really going to... So what happens if I sell all of them at the same time? A+. And it gets us +8. Still don't see the score though. That's the disappointing part. What is the score on this thing? I know there's a way to see what this score is. I just don't know where it is. That's disappointing. Okay, well, at any rate, what do they have for buying cargo? Scrap? Okay. Well then, off we go to the next thing. We have this Plague Corpse mission. This will tell us what the Crimson Pox score is when we go to deliver this. So it's going to put us over time here on this episode. It's going to run a little long, but I want to know. I'm curious about the answer here. I wish that you could move the Crimson Pox score every time you dropped off basic medic supplies. I wish those places that didn't like this. I gotta check a second. I wish the outbreak ones could be broken by us showing up with medical supplies, but I guess not. It's only first signs or whatever it is. What is this? Infinite Helix. Oh no, it's this place. Okay, let's go over here. Infinite Helix. Aren't you just a happy place? What do you got here? You got basic medicines. 99 units of basic medicines on the wall. 99 units of basic medicines. You take one down, you pass it around, and everyone dies of the pox. Yeah, it'd be fun to get this finished up. Because really, there's various stories vignettes happen at certain points in the game, but this is one of the later game ones, this Crimson Pox outbreak, and then the Jaida are literally the last one as far as I know. I've always been tempted to keep playing the game after the Jaida just to see if my captain will die of old age or what. I've never played it that far, but I've always kind of wished that the Treese brothers would have some kind of message pop up when you've played the last available story vignette, and they would tell you, yep, this is as far as it goes, as far as the game goes. I always thought that would be cool, but they don't do it that way. Plague Corpse. Well, it is probably pretty close to being Halloween by the time y'all watch this episode. So that kind of fits with the theme. Let's go down here. Janeth, an Infinite Helix, so big. Such a big system. So huge. Rock on. What kind of cargo do you have? That. All right. Yeah, so at this point in time when the systems are just outbreaks, really the only thing you can do is sell for faction, which is, fine. What do we have here? Orbit. What's this? What's this one here? Do I have to check rumors? Crimson Pox outbreak. Okay. I don't know what that rumor was there. And holding my mouse over it won't tell me. And when I orbited the planet, it wouldn't tell me. So who knows? Let's go do this though. This was the key here. We're gonna spend an extra 5 minutes on this episode. It was so that we could see what the actual Crimson Pox score is, because turning in this mission should tell us. So if it takes a couple more missions to do that, then that's what we'll do next episode. Public Spectacle. Gain an additional +3 rep for the fuss. Our medical rating plus doctor skill must equal or exceed our crew count of 48. We get paid. And the plague score has advanced by 9 to 78. So we're almost there. We need 22 more. Okay, Jason Doctor. What do we have here? Diseva arm. We'll do that. Do we have our ship? What does our ship have? We don't have anything for passengers, do we? Quarter for one officer. Quarter for one officer. We could lose something for a passenger spot. There's boarding, +1 initiative, actually hit craft, rail track guidance matrix. That'd be kind of nice. Or let's sell some cargo. If we sold that, and we sold 3 more units. Sell that. What happens if we go in here and upgrade the ship and upgrade this thing to... They have a passenger cabin? Passenger quarters. 15% bonus to the entire mission payment if an empty luxury captain is available when picking up a passenger. Houses 3 passengers. Yes. Okay, we're going to purchase that because what we're going to do is go to Chase and Doctor and say, I can take on 3 of your passengers. Where does this person need to go to? Cadrino Chaos and Far Fallen Rim. Far Fallen Rim. Le Ecume Pass. I'm just going to accept all of these because I think what we can do then is completely... Okay, don't do that one. The other ones are going to Far Fallen Rim. So next episode we'll do that and we'll finish off the Pox. We'll be the hero of the day. So folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. I will see you next time. Happy gaming, everyone.